Riley, thanks a lot. Neighbors are shocked after Grovetown police respond to a call of possible elder abuse. They say they found the home covered in animal droppings and a woman covered in cuts and scrapes. Two family members facing charges, one of them in the Columbia County Detention Center right now. Hallie Turner, live in our newsroom to break down what's next in this disturbing case.
Grovetown police and investigators are dealing with this disturbing case. They got the call from code enforcement after getting a tip from someone who was concerned about the situation. Turns out they had been to the house before. A few years back, code enforcement actually condemned the home. They had to do thousands of dollars worth of renovations before they could move back in. When law enforcement went back to things, things were much worse when the family moved back in than they were before.
There was about 2 dozen dogs in the house, and then 6 to 10 cats on top of that. There was some rabbits. There was some reptiles, turtles, snakes. I mean, it was a regular zoo in there.
Coming up on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we hear from more concerned neighbors and Chief Kitchens who explains where the case goes from here.
Hallie, thanks for the update there from our newsroom. President Biden announcing new actions to protect access to abortion. It's the White House response after the Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe v. Wade that legalized abortion nearly 50 years ago. Deborah Alfarone breaks down what this new executive order will do.
President Biden signed an executive order Friday as he sharply criticized last month's Supreme Court ruling that overturned 1973's Roe v. Wade decision that legalized abortion.
What we're witnessing wasn't a constitutional judgment. It was an exercise in raw political power.
The president directed Health and Human Services to protect access to abortion medication and to ensure emergency medical care for pregnant women and those experiencing pregnancy loss. The order also directs agencies to educate medical providers and insurers about how and when they're required to share privileged patient information with authorities. Abortion rights advocates fear that information could be used to prosecute women who have the procedure. And the president is asking the Federal Trade Commission to take steps to protect the privacy of those seeking reproductive care online. The president signed the order amid growing criticism from fellow Democrats that he wasn't responding forcefully enough. But the president said that his ability to protect abortion access is limited without congressional action.
The fastest way to restore Roe is to pass a national law codifying Roe. Go out and vote. Well, for God's sake, there's an election in November. Vote, 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 vote.
Since the court's ruling, at least 10 states have enacted a near-total ban on abortion. Within months, the procedure could be illegal or severely restricted in nearly 24 states. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
The White House also says it'll help coordinate free legal assistance to help women and providers navigate these new state restrictions. And some private companies are offering help with transportation for women employees who are forced to cross state lines to get an abortion. As talks around abortion continue, South Carolina DHEC is laying out the demographics of who was getting that procedure in the state before Roe v. Wade was overturned. In 2021, a woman receiving an abortion in South Carolina was most likely a woman of color in her late 20s. Just over half the abortions happened after 6 weeks. Last year, there were almost 6,300 abortions in South Carolina.
It's important that us as humans and as a community and society that we should stick up for each other's rights regardless.
Protests against the Supreme Court decision have continued since it was announced, and Planned Parenthood leadership is concerned those with fewer resources will be impacted the most. The state of Georgia getting another round of COVID money, $2.4 billion coming in as the final installment of the COVID relief package that was approved by Congress last year. Now that's on top of the $2.4 billion the state got last year. Legal analysts say this could go into understaffed state prisons, but with the governor up for re-election in November, some believe taxpayers may be getting another refund check before it's all said and done.
Sure that there'll be an incentive to make sure people see some kind of benefit, and at the same time maybe benefit someone politically for giving that money out.
A spokesperson in the governor's office says they still have $240 million from the first installment to allocate, and then they'll meet with advisors to determine what to do with this second installment. Officers are still trying to figure out what happened to the Georgia guidestones. This video showing a person of interest in the explosion that destroyed that unusual landmark in North Georgia. And you can see someone dart toward the Georgia guidestones in Elbert County just before the blast Wednesday morning. And then shortly after that, that silver car seen speeding away. The GBI says the person could face a maximum, or a minimum, I should say, of 20 years in prison. The Charlie Norwood VA Medical Center offering some day services to veterans here in Augusta. The VA clinic will be at the downtown facility. It's open to vets from 8 until 4, Monday through Friday. There's no appointment needed. The clinic is on the first floor of the main entrance near the emergency department. A heads up for parents, Richmond County Health Department holding a back-to-school immunization event. That's going to be at the County Health Department off Lady Walker Boulevard. The dates will be Monday through Wednesday until July 27th. The times are 8 to 11 in the morning and then 1 to 4 in the afternoon. That's for kids 3 years and older and no appointment necessary. Okay, teachers, how does a free boat tour sound? We're going to head to the Augusta Canal to see what that's all about coming up. Riley?
Well, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northeastern Aiken County, around Wagner, Sally, and even north in Orangeburg County. Update on radar in the weekend just after the break. Monday, our temperatures do stay a little bit cooler, mid-80s Monday afternoon, back into the 90s though by next Tuesday, and rain chances looking pretty good over the next 7 days.
Thanks a lot, Riley. Through the month of July, teachers can take a free boat tour on the Augusta Canal, all thanks to the Canal Heritage Area and their celebration of Teacher Appreciation Month. Will Volk hopped on board to check it out.
And you are Jessica Ham.
She's a teacher at Riverside Elementary, and her family is loading the boat for a tour of the Augusta Canal.
It was kind of an impromptu thing that we decided the last minute to come, and so it was a wonderful little perk of our day.
A perk for her because she's here for free.
We let them come and ride the boats and see kind of what it's like here on the boats and what we can offer them in their classroom.
The canal water and the
Kelly Spearman leads these tours.
He thought it was very important to build the canal so Augusta could enter the industrial age.
We talk a little bit about the history, we talk about the nature, things we see along the canal.
She hopes by offering a free ride, teachers will see what a field trip here would be like.
And I was a teacher, so I kind of know where they're coming from and what they're looking for. The kids will always remember this, so that's the best kind of learning.
Ham's brought classes here before, and she says she'll do it again. She's thankful to get this experience for free.
It's a really nice thing that they do for us, so we appreciate this. Thanks for taking your time and coming out with us.
In Augusta, Will Volk, on your side.
A relaxing evening on the water. If you're a teacher, you can go to the Augusta Canal Heritage Area anytime this month and ride for free. You can bring along one guest who also rides for free. Hundreds of cyclists set to take on a 300-mile bike ride across South Carolina. How they're hoping to raise money and awareness for a very important cause. Amazon Prime Day is coming up, and if you plan on doing some shopping, you'll probably read some of those reviews before you make that decision. You're probably also going to run into some fake reviews as well. So how do you know what's fake out there and what's real? Our consumer tech reporter, Jamie Tucker, searches through Amazon reviews for some insight.
Now nearly every review on Amazon is labeled verified purchase, so you can't go by that anymore. You really need to know how these scam artists work and how to sniff out the fakes. You already know companies buy fake reviews from websites. This one promises that for $200 you get 10 glowing fake reviews for your product, complete with the verified purchase label and a customer photo. Some companies give away products in exchange for a positive review. They'll find someone to purchase the item with that promise, and when they leave a good review, the brand reimburses the cost of the item. Sellers also send a request to people who purchase the item to leave a positive review. Those things make it nearly impossible for Amazon and shoppers like you and me to spot the fakes. If you're going by reviews, pay the most attention to the 3 to 4 star reviews. Amazon Vine reviews are by shoppers who receive the products for free in exchange for a review. While they're supposed to be honest, some might feel obligated to leave positive reviews for the free items they get. Look for reviews that are reasonably long. Short reviews with 5 stars and great product or very nice or pretty suspicious. So are reviews with terrible grammar like this one. Check the date of the reviews. This fitness tracker has 74 five-star reviews, all posted on the same day. Brands that buy fake reviews usually have them posted near the same time. To its credit, Amazon's cracking down, removing millions of fake reviews, suing companies selling them, and kicking brands out of the store for using fake reviews. We should also point out it isn't just Amazon. Other online retailers are also dealing with fake reviews. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
So do your homework as you do your homework. In February, Amazon sued a couple of alleged customer reviews, the brokers, and they banned Aukey from selling its products on Amazon.com. So they are paying attention. Monkeypox vaccines coming to the state of Georgia. The Fulton County Health Department holding a vaccination clinic this weekend, limited only to gay men. That's because the virus is impacting that population the most. Experts stress anyone can contract monkeypox through close contact, but one man who identifies as gay says he worries about his community being stigmatized.
Just from the very beginning, I was upset that they were associating this again, the stigma with gay men. I think that gay men are probably going to be first to line up, not because it's just we feel it's within our community, but just like COVID, it affects everyone.
And today, South Carolina announced they're monitoring 2 cases of monkeypox, one in the Midlands, the other in the Low Country. Hundreds of cyclists will begin their almost 300-mile journey across South Carolina this weekend, raising money and awareness for Alzheimer's. The Ride to End Alzheimer's started back in 2009 with only 20 riders. They raised about $16,000, but each year their goal is to raise more money to continue research efforts to treat and prevent Alzheimer's disease and other dementias.
It comes down to what the funds do to help Alzheimer's. So there's 2 things that the association does: that an incredible support for the families, 24-hour hotline, and then to help raise money for research. So currently there are 0 survivors of Alzheimer's. So we want 1.
The Ride to Remember group is limited to road cyclists, but there is a virtual challenge option as well. Plenty of golf to talk about as we get into the weekend. Sports Director Nick Pro
Elevated for the next 5 to 7 days, and that heat will make a return as we head into next week as well.
Well, it's been a couple of weeks now since the Hub for Community Innovation opened up in Augusta. We're going to get a look at how much of an impact it's already making in the downtown area when we come back. Laura Warren joins me for News 12 at 6 o'clock.